wanted to share a quick story as I'm getting back to work. I recently heard from an old team member from not too long ago, sort of reacting to one of the episodes I put out, and it was really cool. He started talking about how he was an individual that I had let go, and he started talking about how how he had felt, and from early on, and then throughout sort of the for lack of better phrasing, employment relationship. But we're friends as well, and there was one thing that he sort of called me out on, and he called me out on it when I first implemented it. And this is what, this is really what the Steel Entrepreneur Show is all about. It's kind of going through the paces, figuring things out for the first time, and usually stubbing my toe and messing it all up. But we were having accountability issues, or what I perceived as accountability issues, where things were just not going right. People weren't sort of getting things done on time, and not sort of what I perceived to be caring to get them done on time. And so I was very frustrated, and I got this idea, as I often do from books, and what I did is I implemented what he calls a wall of shame. And it is a wall of shame. It was basically a document with every team member's name on it. Walking up a damn hill right now, goddamn. Every time, more or less every time, something went wrong, or somebody didn't deliver something on time, or whatever, I would make a note of it there. And that document was publicly available to, the whole team. And it really did no good. And he told me right from the start that it would be a really bad idea. And I looked to him for that advice. He was kind of, beyond just being like a fantastic team member, just to have on the team, he was also my devil's advocate, which I don't have anymore, which really sucks. And I think every leader needs a devil's advocate, because we don't know what we're doing. We think we do, but we don't. We're all learning. And anyways, he pointed out that this was not going to work. This wasn't the way. And I said, no, we're giving this a shot. And that's fine. Anyways, he brought that to my attention the other day in his email, and I had to show my ass. I said, you know what? You're right. It absolutely didn't work. We don't have it anymore. I stopped doing it shortly after he left, and now, thinking back to it, and I had sort of stopped thinking about it for some time after we had stopped it. I just stopped thinking about it, and he brought it up, and so now I'm thinking about it, and I've got to apologize to the entire team. It was a shit idea, and I think my job is to teach them why. To teach them what my expectations are, and what the expectations are of their role within our organization. And if I do that properly, and still things aren't getting done on time, etc., no wall of shame is going to do any good. It's going to do the opposite of good, right? So if shit goes wrong, still after all of that, then they're just not a good fit. It's that simple. Don't need a wall of shame. I don't need anything. Just let them go, right? So today, in fact, right now, I'm gonna talk to everybody, and I'm gonna apologize and explain where I was coming from, and I'm gonna put a greater effort forward into explaining things to folks, and making my expectations clear, and all that good stuff. So I thought I would share that with you. I thought it was a valuable lesson, and hopefully a mistake I don't make again. So have a great day, everyone.